I'm Dave Cathy, the Food Dude, and we're right on top of Mardi Gras, so have to come somewhere where they know a little bit about Creole food, right here at the Bayou. Thais Goodwin. Hi, Thais.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good. I've got some beautiful looking food here and smelling food. Smell this, it's great. So, the Bayou. How long you been doing this?
I've been open a year and a half now, July of 2010.
Now, what made you decide you wanted to do something crazy like open a restaurant?
First of all, it was a crazy idea. However, it was just something I've always wanted to do. And my mother's from New Orleans, and I just felt as if I would have a niche in the market for authentic Creole, not necessarily Cajun, but Creole food.
All right, we'll talk a little bit about the difference between Creole and Cajun.
The difference between Creole and Cajun is that Creole is more a blending of spices such as your thyme, your bay leaf, your garlic, salt, pepper, onions, and celery. And you use those ingredients for your flavor. Versus Cajun is more or less more heat, maybe your cayenne peppers and those type of things, that's where they get the flavor from.
One's kind of country strong and the other one's city refined.
Yes, exactly. The Creole people were city folks, and whereas Cajun were more rural, country folks.
That's right. We understand.
Yeah. And my mother's from New Orleans, my grandparents, my heritage is there. So I just wanted to pull that out and expose people in Oklahoma City that type of flavor.
Well, we're glad you did. We're glad you shared all this with us. So tell us a little bit about what we've got here.
Well, we have traditional Creole dishes. This is your shrimp Creole. I grew up eating this, not every day, because there was only a special occasion. We'd get the shrimp when my aunts and uncles would come in from New Orleans to visit us. They would always bring tons of Gulf shrimp, and then we would get to have shrimp Creole. But other than that, we really didn't have it very often. This is seafood gumbo. We had that more often because you have a lot of sausage, chicken, and things like that. I grew up eating that quite often. Crawfish étouffée, that again is a traditional Creole dish, and you have the crawfish in it with the blending of the bay leaf and thyme and a little tomato paste and your other spices.
Simple foods. Well, so with Mardi Gras coming up, I know you got some special plans. Talk about that.
Well, I've talked to Delancey, my friend, and he's going to supply me with fresh crawfish, live crawfish. That will be a challenge for me to look at them and them look at me, but I'm willing. I'm going to do this. So starting next week, we're going to have hundreds. I've ordered 100 pounds of fresh crawfish from Louisiana. We're going to have crawfish boil next week, the week after, to bring in Fat Tuesday. And for Valentine's is when we're going to start. And I'll have the crawfish boil with the potatoes, shrimp, and corn in there, and the live crawfish.
They're going to be okay. It's all right.
Okay. All my waits, my helpers in the kitchen, I told them, I gave them a warning. They said, we're quitting on that day. We're quitting. I said, no, you can't quit with the crawfish.
All right. Well, you also do a bakery here.
Yeah.
You do talk about that. And I know you've got some king cake too.
I do have king cakes. We started taking order for king cakes in February, so we're making those. We have some that are filled, and when I mean filled, they have whatever type of filling you like: cream cheese, praline fillings, or cherry, blueberry, peach, whatever type of filling, or just a plain king cake.
Yeah, and you've got a full menu of cakes and pies that you do on your website, right?
That's correct. I didn't have room for a full-scale bakery here, so I just take bakery orders to order if they call in a day in advance.